Hello, I'm Gus Reacher and I am here to talk about something very important. The Qualified Medical Examiner, or QME process. Gateway Pacific Law Group has over 15 years of experience representing employees. So, if you have additional questions, contact them at 562-485-6151 or visit them on the web at www.paclaw.com. The QME is a very important part of an injured worker's claim. This video will briefly summarize some important things about QMEs and tips injured workers should be aware of before they go to an examination with a QME. But before we continue, remember this video is not legal advice. If you have any questions, consult with legal professionals with experience representing employees. QMEs are physicians certified by the Division of Workers' Compensation's Medical Unit. Their main role is to examine the injured worker and prepare a comprehensive, unbiased medical legal report that will be used in the claim process. They provide an unbiased medical perspective on the worker's injury. Unbiased is the key word here. Unlike a treating physician who might have an ongoing relationship with the patient, a QME reviews an injured worker's injuries with fresh eyes and then prepares a comprehensive report, which can greatly influence the outcome of a workers' compensation case, affecting the benefits an injured worker may receive. So, understanding what a QME does and how they prepare for an examination can be crucial for injured workers. The process a QME follows to prepare for an injured worker's examination usually starts by reviewing the worker's medical information related to the work injury. This includes prior physical examinations, diagnostic tests, and other relevant medical records. It will also include a careful review of the injured worker's deposition transcript, if a deposition was taken. Next, the QME will conduct an examination of the injured worker. Finally, the QME will analyze all of the information and prepare a comprehensive report. Through this detailed process, the QME makes an informed judgment about the worker's condition, the treatment they need, and how the injury may affect their ability to work in the future. The QME's assessment is not a one-way street. The injured worker's input plays a significant role in shaping the final medical legal report. The injured worker's role begins before the actual examination. Communication between the injured worker and their attorney is essential. The injured worker must tell their attorney about all the medical care they received for their injured body part, so the attorney can decide whether the medical treatment is related to the work injury. If it is, the attorney has to order those records so the QME can review them. Once an injured worker receives a deposition notice or notice to appear at a QME examination, they should immediately contact their attorney to let them know the last day they obtained medical treatment for their work injury, so the attorney can obtain the injured worker's most current medical records, including doctor's reports, test results, photographs, and any other documentation that can shed light on the injury and its impacts. On the day of the QME examination, the injured worker should arrive at the examination site on time. The examination will usually take place at the QME's office. The examination will likely take at least a couple of hours, and the injured worker will usually have to fill out documents about their injury. After filling out the paperwork, the QME will conduct an examination of the worker's injuries. The injured worker must actively participate in the QME examination itself. Active participation during the examination is crucial. They must be open and honest with the QME about their current symptoms, especially if they have difficulty sleeping. They should also talk about three main subjects: how their injury has affected their ability to work, their personal life, and their leisure life. First, the injured worker should discuss how their injury has affected their work productivity, their ability to perform their job tasks, or even their relationships with their colleagues. The injured worker should tell the QME if they have had to take time off work, or if they have needed to seek additional help to get their tasks done. Each detail contributes to the overall picture of the injury's impact on the injured worker. Second, the injured worker should tell the QME how the injury has affected their ability to do mundane daily tasks that they do in their personal life. This can include anything from cooking and cleaning to shopping and self-care. The injured worker should tell the QME about all the activities where the work-related injury made these and similar tasks more difficult or even impossible. Finally, the injured worker should be prepared to discuss how the work-related injury has affected the worker's ability to enjoy leisure activities. It is important for the injured worker to tell the QME about the leisure activities they've had to give up, like a beloved hobby or inability to enjoy time with their family and friends as they used to. Maybe the injury has led to feelings of isolation or depression. This information must be communicated to the QME. These are all important factors that can influence the injured worker's claim. The QME is there to understand the injured worker's condition, not to judge them. So, an injured worker should not hold back on sharing details related to their injuries, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Active participation also means asking questions. If there are aspects of the examination or the process the injured worker doesn't understand, they should not hesitate to ask the QME for clarification. Cooperation and active participation can significantly impact the outcome of an injured worker's compensation claim. So, every injured worker who attends a QME examination must be prepared, be active, and be honest. Now that the examination is over, it's time for the QME to get to work on preparing a comprehensive report about the injured worker's condition. This report, as we've mentioned before, is incredibly important to the injured worker's compensation claim. We will briefly summarize some of the many topics discussed in this report. First, the QME will identify all of the information they gathered and analyzed in order to prepare the report. They will then summarize the worker's medical history and the specifics of the worker's injury. They will then analyze this data, focusing on the nature and extent of the worker's injury, the treatment they've received, and any resulting disabilities. Once the QME has established that they have a clear understanding of the worker's medical conditions, they will then determine if the injury was indeed work-related, a critical factor in the worker's claim. The QME will also consider the worker's current and future medical conditions, including any future medical treatment. The QME will outline any other benefits the worker may be entitled to receive due to their injury. This comprehensive report is essentially a blueprint of the worker's health status and is critical in determining the compensation they could receive. Finally, QME generally has 30 days after the examination date to prepare their comprehensive report. While it may seem like a long wait, remember that this process is a marathon, not a race. The thoroughness and accuracy of this report can significantly influence the outcome of an injured worker's claim. We hope this video was beneficial in helping you understand the importance of the QME process and how critical it is for every injured worker to prepare for their QME examination. The QME can greatly affect the result of an injured worker's claim. Remember, this video is not legal advice and no attorney-client relationship is created by watching this video. If you have additional questions, contact a law firm that is experienced in representing California employees, like Gateway Pacific Law Group.